யார் பத்தி
மோஹித்
நீங்க கொஞ்சம் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
மோஹித் பல்கேரி வந்திருக்கிறாங்க. ஹாய் மோஹித்.
Hello. Hi. Good morning.
Very good morning, Mohit. Actually,
Yeah.
you are a non-Tamilian, right? So,
Yeah, I'm not the.
Jagdish Anna, hope you know him, right?
குடும்பப்பா ஆல்ரெடி அண்ணா ஸ்பேஸ்ல வந்து பேசினார்.
Yeah. அண்ணா கொஞ்சம் பேசிட முடியுமா உங்ககிட்ட, நம்ம என்ன டாபிக்ல பேசுறோம் அப்படின்ட்டு நீங்க கொடுக்குறீங்களா இல்ல எப்படி? Okay, Mohit, actually we are hosting the space about our beloved leader Kalaignar. Hope you know him. He is a former chief minister of Tamil Nadu. And what is the one thing which you really admired about him? That's the thing. And if you like any schemes which is invented by him and which is invented by him, and what that could be like. That's a question.
So, yeah, sure. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். எனக்கு தமிழ் தெரியும், பட் என்னன்னா இந்த அரசியல் இப்போ நான் தமிழ் கற்றுக்குறேன், பட் இந்த அரசியல் இதெல்லாம் பேசும்போதே கொஞ்சம் டென்ஷனாக வரும். ஸோ அதுக்காக தான் நான் இங்கிலீஷில் பேசுகிறேன். அப்புறம் கலைஞர் யாருக்கு தெரியாது பாஸ், கலைஞர் என்னன்னா அவங்க ஒரு சவுத் இந்தியாக்கே ஒரு இமேஜ் மாதிரி. ஸோ எஸ், அண்ட் ஒன் திங் ஐ வாண்ட் டு சே இன் பப்ளிக் இஸ் லைக் ஐ ஹவ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த ஆர்டிக்கல் இஸ் டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டட் டு தமிழ் and it is going to be published in like a January book fair. It's about Kalaignar as reformer. Like how Kalaignar is a reformer. Many people would see him as an administrator, writer, the ferocious man who fights with every Brahminical force. But I have given him for a thing image that he's one of the administrative reformer, like Nelson Mandela from South Africa, Lyndon B. Johnson from America, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk from Turkey. So once I like to tell three schemes which I like the most and how he reformed. Okay, once Lee Kuan Yew, the first Singapore Prime Minister, he mentioned in his 1986 national rally, saying that I have interfered into the lives of public, that where I have mentioned them that which language you have to speak, where you have to spit, where you have to, who your neighbor should be, and where you have to be, how you have to be in like the well defined in public. As such, our Kalaignar also interfered and meddled with one of the sensitive topics in this nation, and he altered the cultures. So I want to tell, like Kalaignar was anti-caste from his beginning days onwards, because the caste discrimination what he saw when he was young kid, people when any Brahmin or any bigger caste comes, if they have any that towel or shawl on their shoulder, they have to remove it and they have to remove their slippers. But Kalingna used to get angry on this, like why we have to only do that. So this is what his rage came from that pain. So many says like caste reservation, land ceiling act, Arun Tatia reservation, and lot more. But I would like to give three schemes which were very sensitive. One is non-Brahmin Archaka. It is actually RSS hates this plan to the core. I hope I'm audible. Yeah. Well, RSS hates this scheme like a lot. Like where they say that Brahmin should not practice this Archika thing and all. But they have to realize that their own Brahmins, like Ramanujacharya was the one who started this. He bought Dalits and he gave that what you call the thread, sacred thread on them, and said that you're Brahmins now. And even Mahakavi Bhartir also did the same. But when Kalaignar did this, those Brahminical forces of those time got enraged, and they started to like they made all court cases on him. And even Periyar also said, like once when Kalaignar introduced the scheme in 1971, and when it was blocked by the Supreme Court, Periyar mentioned in his Viduthalai magazine paper that operation success, but patient is dead. As such, even Periyar thought to fight against the court decision, but because his failing health, he couldn't fight for that moment. But again, Kalaignar didn't end this. Even court tried to end, but Kalaignar bought this movement by 2006 again. And he introduced so-called this scheme, and he brought the Archaka Institute, and also where people who are really interested they got graduated and all, but later the recruitment didn't happen well. But again, when our Thiru MK Stalin have come up and he really he recruited 26 priests and more than that, and now anyone who are having belief and who would like to pray to God, they are doing this scheme, and it is one of the revolutionary moment. As people say that once Tandai Periyar, when he was Dharmakarta, like what do you call that, temple trustee once at T Road, he once said to one of his colleagues over there that I might not have any belief, but I must respect and must ensure there must be equality among the devotees at least. So that's what our Kalaignar did. And also, I would say the atheist Kalaignar, and so-called he's branded as anti-Hindu by RSS. He got many reforms in Hinduism more than any RSS chief minister or so-called Hindu chief minister from other state. He got a Samapandi Bhojanam. He did temple renovations. He bought a Tamil Archanai and he started Tiruvarur Chariot Festival. So these are the things like where we can see that he's the one who reformed some particular part of religion. Like where it was mentioned that okay, you should not pray or you should only this group of people only can reach the God. But Kalaignar said no, anyone can reach the God, anyone can pray to God, and anyone can do anything. That's because of Kalaignar non-Brahmin Archaka movement is one of the crucial thing in all over India. And also one thing is caste memes. So, as I studied in Andhra, the first thing what we ask, like when people visit or when we have some coffee, they ask like the grandmothers and all, they ask that in urban areas, it's not like rural area or somewhere. In urban areas like Vizag, Vijayawada and all, they ask is, what is your caste title? What is your title? Which part you belong or what is your caste? But when Kalaignar removed this title, when Kalaignar removed these titles from all the documents and all the caste removal, believe me, I could ensure that in urban areas, mostly none of the people know which caste the people belong to. Like they have their father name, they have like what do you call that, the place name they come. So henceforth we can realize that this caste removal could be a small thing. It could be a small thing. Okay, the title is removed, but it has given a very great impact. It has given a very great impact to the Tamil society. And henceforth, one website called Indian Pixels, an Instagram page, when they made like what is a common surname in states, when it comes to Tamil Nadu, they have declared there is no surname system in so-called in Tamil Nadu. It's because of a Kalaignar. And last one, which I love the most, is Samuthvapuram. Housing crises are very common in India. Even now, people struggle a lot. Even they don't have land. Even they don't have anything where they can survive. But Kalaignar has bought this idea. And once I have to tell, like the caste discrimination in housing is so much that even people also rent their houses to particular castes. They don't give to each other. But Kalaignar has bought this idea and so-called Samuthvapuram. And believe me, during 1997, it was such a visionary idea that he said like the building, the houses should be there, and each house should have a proper toilet with ventilation and lot more. Electricity should be provided, and that Samuthvapuram, that housing complex, will have one park, one PDS, public distribution store, as well as one so-called. The electricity and lot more and street lights, and each housing complex will be connected to highways, post office, and lot more amenities, and kindergarten school is also there. So we have to envision that the idea which is bought is not bought anywhere in any country. People bought housing schemes, but housing schemes will be very small rooms, and they'll be thrown there, that's it. But Kalingna has envisioned a lot and he got this. And the reforms also over there, that no caste title should be like the room, everyone, it is given according to the caste, like what you call a percentage basis. And each serial house will like no consecutive house will be of same caste, they'll be of different caste. That is how what do you call people are being allotted. And also they have been given rules that no, they should not drink, they should not what do you call, they should be buried in the same burial ground. If there is a marriage, everyone should be called, not only their own caste people. And no religious leader or political leader statue must be erected. So we can realize that this is how Kalingner is very reformative. And even the same reformation happened in Singapore also, where Singapore, once upon a time, it was segregated. Some areas were segregated. For example, in one area, only Indians are there, like Tamils. One area, only Malays are there. That's the reason Lee Kuan Yew also thought at that time that no, he bought one scheme called EIP, Ethnic Integration Program, where in every neighbor there is no consecutive neighbor is of the same race. So like that, our Kalaignar also did the same. So if India has one Lee Kuan Yew, like someone will say, like from Gujarat or who is now the prime minister, he tells that I've got development, but no, Kalaignar is the one who is much more visionary. And Kalaignar is the one who his vision is something like he can vision how the society must be like there for next 100 years. So I can assure that Kalaignar is one of the greatest reformer and politician and a writer and one of the greatest human that Tamil Nadu has seen, the world has seen. And even when Samuthvapuram has established, he said only one thing, that one day I want to see whole world as Samuthvapuram. As such, Kalaignar, once I would like to end one article. Once I wrote for one article, PASC, Periyar Ambedkar Study Circle. I wrote Kalaignar article, and then I said to that person, like the editor, saying, "Sir, I can't write. I can't write article on Kalaignar because it is so much that I don't know what to start and where to start and how to start." I took literally a month to complete the article about Kalaignar. Kalaignar is equal to history of DMK, history of modern Tamil Nadu, and history of modern Tamilians. So Kalaignar lives on until the Tamil society lives. Thank you so much.
உண்மையிலே ஒரு சூப்பரான டாக். இங்க எல்லாரும் சொல்றாங்கல்ல, டிஎம்கேவை கும்மிடி பூண்டி தாண்டினா யாருக்கும் தெரியாது அப்படின்னு சொன்னவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள நீங்க கொடுத்தீங்க மோஹித். கஷ்டப்பட்டு இங்கிலீஷ் பேசினது வேஸ்டா போச்சு. அப்படி இருந்தாலும் நீங்க பேசின வார்த்தைகள் எல்லாமே வந்து அது உண்மையான வார்த்தைகளை நீங்க சொன்னதுனால ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி மோஹித். கூடவே இணைஞ்சிருங்க. இன்னும் நிறைய பேர் வந்து பேச போறாங்க கலைஞர் கொண்டு வந்த பல திட்டங்கள். அதனால பயன்பட்டவர்களும் ஒவ்வொரு சட்ட திட்டத்தினால